Hello students, today we are going to study magnetic force on a wire carrying a current in lecture 4. In this we have seen a straight wire and arbitrarily shaped wire, and second point is force on a closed circuit in a magnetic field D. So in the previous lecture we have seen that whenever a moving charge is in magnetic field, it experiences a force, that is magnetic force F is equal to Q cross product of V into B. So let us start the today's topic, that is magnetic force on a wire carrying a current. There are 2 points, straight wire and arbitrarily shaped wire. Okay, so first straight wire. This is the straight wire, but it is the current carrying wire. Figure shows electrons in the wire having a drift velocity Vd experience a magnetic force Fm upwards as the applied magnetic field lines come out of the plane of the paper. Consider a straight wire of length L and external magnetic field B is applied perpendicular to the wire. Let current I flow through the wire. Current I flow through the wire under an applied potential difference if Vd is the drift velocity of conduction electrons in the part of length L of the wire, the charge Q flowing across the plane Pp in time t. So let us understand. So if we consider a current carrying wire, suppose this is your current carrying wire. When a current carrying wire placed in a magnetic field, then the wire will be deflected because of a magnetic force. We know that when the charge is in motion, it is placed in a magnetic field, then it having some magnetic force. So here we have considered a conducting wire. So there are the number of charges. Current carrying wire means many charges inside a wire, and the wire inside, many charges inside the wire are in motion. So the charges are in motion. We know that the current carrying wire means current will be flow in this wire. And what is current? Current is nothing but the flow of charges. Okay, when the charges will be flow, then there will be the presence of magnetic force. But in these charges, flow of charges, there will having some magnetic force. And these charges, flow of charges, it will give us a drift velocity. We have already seen this concept in current electricity. So this is your drift velocity. And when the charge in moving, if we consider this magnetic field, this is your current carrying wire, then it having some magnetic force. We know that this magnetic field is the out of the plane of the paper. Dot field is out of the plane of the paper. By using the right hand palm rule, then this shows the magnetic force direction. This shows the magnetic force direction. This diagram also will show here. This is the current flowing direction. This direction shows the current flowing. This is your magnetic field, which is the out of the plane of the paper. This is the drift velocity. This is electron, and this is your magnetic force. Then let us find out the formula for magnetic force when the current carrying wire which is placed in a magnetic field. So in this diagram, we have already seen what is the magnetic field. Charge Q will be here, then magnetic force, then calculate the what is the magnetic force in which direction. So we have to calculate the magnetic force. We know that the current is equal to Q upon T, that is the current is equal to charge upon time. So this equation can also be written as Q is equal to I into T. Then if we consider the electron which is moved this position, and this position, then we have find out the speed. Then we have considered the displacement, total displacement from one point to the last point upon time t. Therefore, Vd is equal to drift velocity is equal to L. What is L? L is the length of this conducting wire. L is the length of this conducting wire. Therefore, Vd is equal to L upon T. Then we find out the value of T. T is equal to L upon Vd. We know the Vd is drift velocity. Then putting the value of T. In equation 1. Put the value of T in equation 1. We get Q is equal to IL upon Vd. So, we already seen the magnetic force formula is equal to Q in bracket V into B, cross product of V into B. Therefore, for that case, the magnetic force Fm on this charge due to the applied magnetic field B is given by magnetic force Fm is equal to Q cross product of vector V into B. So here we can place vector V by Vd. Vd is the drift velocity. Then put the value of Q, that is equal to I into L upon Vd into B into Vd into sine of theta into unit vector n. In this equation, Vd will be cancelled. And next equation is ILB sine 90 into n vector. What is sine 90? Whenever we have considered, we know that when the cross product of A into B, it gives as AB sine theta. Therefore, ILB into sine 90 degree into n. Theta is equal to 90 because V and B are perpendicular. And when the V and B are perpendicular or sine 90 degree, it gives the maximum magnetic force. Okay, it gives the maximum magnetic force. Therefore, and what is N? N is a unit vector perpendicular to both magnetic field B and drift velocity Vd in the direction of Fm. Therefore, the equation will be magnetic force will be ILB unit vector N. This is the equation for magnetic force acting on the portion of the straight wire having a length L. Okay. Then if magnetic field is not perpendicular to the wire, then magnetic force is equal to IL into B. L is the total length into magnetic field B, where L is the length vector directed along the portion of the wire of a length L. So, we have find out the magnetic force when a straight current carrying wire is placed in a magnetic field, that is Fm is equal to IL cross B, IL into B. So, then consider second case. Second case is arbitrarily shaped wire. In first case, we have taken a straight wire, and in second case, we have considered arbitrarily shaped wire. So, See here, this is your arbitrarily shaped wire. This arbitrarily shaped wire is placed in a magnetic field. In this diagram, also the magnetic field is out the plane of the paper. That means in outward. Okay, and this is the current direction. That means the current I will be flowing in this direction, and this direction gives us a magnetic force direction. This is the magnetic force direction. Here also the number of charges can flow. Here also, whenever the current is flowing in this wire, then the number of charges will be moved. Okay, so firstly we have considered a small element, that is dl. In this arbitrarily shaped wire, we have considered a small element dl having a force Fm, and I is the current. So consider a segment of an small length dl along the wire, and I is the current flowing the magnetic force due to perpendicular magnetic field. That is equal to dFm is equal to IDL into magnetic field B. The force on the total length of the wire is given by integration. So Fm is equal to integration of dFm. The value of dFm is I dl into B. So current will be here integrating dl into B. That is, if B is uniform over the whole wire, then Fm is equal to I integration of dl into B, vector B. So when we use the straight line wire, the formula of magnetic force is Fm is equal to IL into B. And when we use the arbitrarily shaped wire, then the formula will be Fm is equal to I integration of dl into B. So next point is force on a closed wire, force on a closed circuit in a magnetic field B. Let us consider the force on the total length of the wire. Fm is equal to I integration of dl cross vector B into vector B. Equation 1 can be extended to a closed wire circuit C. So magnetic force Fm is equal to closed integration of I into dl into B. Here the integral is over the closed circuit C. For uniform magnetic field B is equal to Fm is equal to I closed integration of dl cross magnetic field B. The term in the bracket, this term in the bracket in equation 3 is the sum of vectors along a closed circuit. Hence, it must be 0. Therefore, Fm magnetic force is equal to 0. That is, magnetic field is uniform. Therefore, the force on a closed circuit in a magnetic field B is equal to 0. Therefore, today's lecture we have learned the three cases. First is when we use the straight line path, the equation will be Fm is equal to IL into B. When we use the arbitrary path, then the equation will be Fm is equal to I integration of dl into B. And in third case, that is the force on a closed circuit, then force on a closed circuit in a magnetic field vector B, then the magnetic force Fm is equal to 0.